Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbec. Today I have a special request from someone in the chat. He wanted to make me do a Musket plus Void Gauntlet build. It's a bit like a challenge. I go in 3v3 and I did some kill with it. And I explain the build and I give two outer build options that you can do with it. So in general there's gonna be three builds with the Void Gauntlet and Musket that you can do. There's gonna be a build that can be polyvalent. There's gonna be one that is more schizo-sided, and there's gonna be one that is more like just distance shooting. So let's dive straight into it. So this is the Musket tree that I use. Why I use that? I kind of want some haste. The Musket on that build is like... That build is a Void Gauntlet build with the Void Blade. Like, I wanted to make a build that when the enemy come close, you can Void Blade them, and when you are at distance, you can shoot them with the Musket. So I don't know if that makes sense for you. And you see, the Oblivion is really nice, but you're gonna waste some mana. So in a PvP, the people move too much. They're gonna move out of your Oblivion. So. And it's not in every build that I feel like it can be really worth it. So in this build, no Oblivion, I got the Orb, Blade, and Scream. So I'm all in CC. Yeah. So my main goal is to slow down the people with the Orb because it put us slow. It does some decent DPS, mostly if there's a clump. Alright, but it's mostly for the slow and the rend, kinda. But the rend, I already got it from the Void Blade. Alright, Scream. We all know it's an insane root and fortify. And yeah, I have the on my Void Blade, I have the life steal. So when my life is low, I need to keep hitting the dude so I don't die too easy. See what I mean? And I'm gonna show the Musket. Musket. Yeah, so this is the Musket, mainly CC. I use the trap to gain the haste. The sticky bomb is pretty nice. I kinda wanted to have the slow, but it was pretty hard to put the slow and having all the good buffs. So I did not put it. I already have some slow from the orb and root on the Void Gauntlet, and I have the root on the trap. So if I try to get too much stun and root, I'm just gonna lack power, you see what I mean? So yeah, this is why I got that. And powder burn, another slow again, and yeah, good DPS. I'm gonna show my weapon, my build. I made this build really quick only for the purpose of the video. Alright, I'm gonna explain what can be better because it's not perfect. Alright, so this Musket, it's kinda decent. Crippling Powder, Vicious, Kingly Power. Instead of Kingly Power, you can have like Attunement. Instead of Vicious, you can have like Enchanted. Like there's a other combo that are good, alright? Crippling Powder Burn mainly because it puts slow. Really insane slow, you know what I mean? Like, why not? Voracious Blade on the VG, Kidney Jagged, Enchanted. Kidney Jagged you can find better, like, but Enchanted, yeah, I took this one because it was easy to get. It was just there sitting in my shit ready to use, alright. I took this because of the crit retribution and resilient. It was already sitting in my shit. I don't think I don't need refreshing flesh. Instead of that, I would say use Putrefying Scream, alright. This one is just okay, nothing really impressive. So I bought that, it was 2k on the market, only for the traps, because I wanted the movement speed. Is the only escape on this build is the movement speed from the trap almost and the Musket, because if you look at the Void Gauntlet, you have no escape ability, and if you look at the Musket, you have no escape ability. Your only escape ability is the accelerating trap and the other buff from the other speed buff. Alright. So this is regular build and regular shit again. Alright. So yeah, I only have 2 freedom. It's a like cheap build, really like bad build, alright? But you can make it work. And this is the proof if you get some really good item, it's just gonna be easier, alright? And I did make it work. So yeah, I take the fire ruby in my musket and I put the fire gem like the ignited elemental ward and this ignited wilderness ward you see with the fire attack deal more. Alright. Stamina recovery and shrinking in power I think are very nice. Health is good for sure, but this build I say between 150 con to 200 con seems good. For me 200 con is the best, but you know, you can do whatever you want on the con. So yeah, invigorated punishment, cause when you're gonna do the void blade, the scream and that shit, man, I think it help. Yep. Guilty Toast, refreshing evasion, refreshing toast. Guilty Toast, I think, is saving my life a few times. Maybe there's other options that are available that are pretty good, but you know, for me, Guilty Toast, I'm so much used to use it that I just put it again. You know, I'm a main mage, and I forgot to change the gem on it. I just realized too. So yeah, as you can see, my dog want affection. So yeah, all right. The attribute, I've gone with that. I eat that food right there, and you know that's sad a bit because you don't have the 300 int. All right, that's sad, but you gain the 10% crit, and when you face tank the people with the void gauntlet. The moment you're gonna face tank them, the critical enchants become more handy, and you know they nerfed the critical in this game, so since then it's a bit more worth it to do that. In the past it was 5% crit chance to, and now it's 10. So yeah, it kinda make it. Yeah. So this is kinda it for that. I use it detonate because you know I love detonate. For me, it's my favorite. I think you can use the grasping vine with that, or I don't remember. Oh yeah, stone form. Yeah. I think those are pretty nice. Um, so yeah, I think that's it for that part. Yeah, and now I'm gonna start explaining the gameplay. So yeah, this is the 3v3 where I tried the build with the Void Blade, the bomb, and the trap. So my main plan is to use the trap as an escape, just a musket as a pressure weapon to make them move around, but mainly the musket is not... it's pretty hard to shoot with it, seriously. It's way harder than it was, because remember in the past how it was too much easy to use. Now it's a bit the opposite. Yeah, like you see, I'm close. It's pretty hard, but yeah, I still kill people with it. And in 3v3, so it's close combat. It's a bit hard. So yeah, I gained good haste from the trap, and it gave me the survivability that I need to do the stuff. The orb and the scream, I think it's a pretty fun build to use. Like it's not the best, but I had a blast doing it. For learning it, it was rough. Like I died a couple times. Like I used to have a 45 KD in PvP, and I can say that trying that probably bring my 3v3 KD. Like I didn't know 3v3 this season, and now my 3v3 KD is probably like 0.50. But now that I can play, I'm pretty sure if I was resetting at now, my KD would be like probably 2 or 3. It's pretty hard because in 3v3, KD is not like a true KD. What happens is people join with their group. If you solo queue, you play at disadvantage, and you mostly if you don't have like a bucket healer in your group and they have one. So yeah, this is the gameplay, and I'm gonna explain while it play. I'ma explain the other type of meta you can make with those weapons, alright? So let's start by the first idea, the range build, alright? Alternation between Oblivion and Shooter Stand. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna gain the Empower from Empower Shooter Stance. And then when that ends, you drop down the Oblivion and you do you shoot, you dodge and you shoot again. Then you reload, you shoot, and then when your Oblivion is over, you go back into your shooter stance and you just rotate between both. Alright, so let's go with the AoE build. AoE build, I think it's a bit like what I did. You just like what I did is I used it more as a main, but imagine someone is into the Zerg, do the Void Blade rotation like that, and then throw some bomb into the clump, and when you see a healer low, you just pull out the musket and try to like double shot it. You see what I mean? So yeah, there's like a AoE build that you can do with that. The musket is mainly a support weapon into that, and the void gauntlet is a main. You can do void blade or not, and use like orb and scream just to shoot in the clump non-stop. Since everyone already have Oblivion, if you play into clump and stuff and you already have someone with Oblivion, it's not too bad. If someone don't have it, well, I guess take off orb and put Oblivion. So yeah, there's the close build. This one is another dude in the chat who told it. What you do is you go close to the healer, you shoot, dodge, shoot, and then when the healer start to get lower, then you throw the orb. When you're gonna throw the orb, it's gonna slow him down, and then you try to get closer, scream. You put the Oblivion, scream, and then try to chain with your auto ability on the musket and shit. But I think that's pretty hard to land because you have no. If you get inside the clump to get on the healer, because we all know to get the healer you need to get close with that type of meta, and if you get close, you're gonna get the 3 bruiser get on your ass. So get ready to send the trap on the floor and run back to a good distance. So yeah, that was it for that build. I hope you guys like it. Peace out and give me more idea like this. Yeah, man.